And welcome back to The Games. Today, we are going to be reviewing Pillar Talk. I'm really looking forward to this. I hope this is actually very enlightening. I hope it has a lot of details in it. I'm actually really looking forward to it anytime Chris gets on camera, and I hope it doesn't disappoint. Let's watch it. I should actually be out right now. Don't tell Christy. I've got to pick up my son from his friend's house because he spent the night because they got today off school. I got to go up to Cleveland, and I got an anniversary with Christy that I literally have to be there in like a little bit over an hour. It's ridiculous. I have like so many things I have to do. I shouldn't be here. So don't tell Christy. Do not tell Christy anybody. I will find out if anybody told Christy that I'm even here right now. But I love you guys, and I love Star Citizen. So let's watch some Pillar Talk. Hey, DY, what's going on, bro? All right, here we go. Big breath. All right.
Oh, I have a penny collection. I don't know if it calls a coin collection.
My dad's got a collection of like, one of every coin in circulation.
Well, we're all here being the coins. This guy and his coins. All right. Gentlemen, welcome back to Pillar Talk. Pillar Talks are meant to talk about the
Chris's
patch
brother.
and the upcoming release, kind of talk about the future, the past, a little bit, whatever we want to talk about, really. So, John, thank you for returning, our vehicle pipeline director.
You know, I got to hand it to John. John literally takes a lot of lumps for what he does. He's like in ship design, and he doesn't do all ship designs, but he's always standing up there willing to take the heat for a lot of the decisions that he's not even involved in. Like, he'll actually step in for designers that don't want to be on camera at all. So props to John Crew for doing that, because not a lot of people would do that. He's also a big Warhammer fan.
Second rodeo.
Yep, surprise stand-in for Sean Tracy, who disappeared at short notice.
And Aaron, Chief Development Officer, welcome.
Got Chris's brother, Aaron.
I try and avoid it as much as possible.
I think this episode, though, we're going to focus on a couple things. The first one, development. We're talking a little about the development process. We frequently will kind of go through and evaluate our development process from time to time, and then we're doing that right now. So, Aaron, what are we here to chat about?
You know, working on the project, and you know, we've adjusted a few times on the development side in terms of you know, working out what works, what doesn't work.
Okay, so far very general. Aaron's being really general here. We're seeing what works, what doesn't work. We already kind of know what's working and what doesn't work. Come on, a little bit more details there, Aaron. Come on, you can do it. And of course, we might get a lot more light shed on Squadron 42. So yeah, right, Raisin.
We noticed in the last two deliveries we missed it by a couple of weeks each time because basically some features were coming in late, and so we couldn't get the rest, you know, the proper QA time to go in, and then you want to get it out.
There's no point having 1,000 features in the game if half the time, half of them don't work how you would expect them to be. You're not going to have a fun time playing in that game.
So the idea is, rather than trying to get it
Oh, well, that's why we want to fix a lot of these problems, right? I mean, that's why we're watching the show.
done and squeeze it all into 3 or 4 weeks, we actually give ourselves plenty of time. So when we're delivering these features, we have more time to develop and make sure they're right. We have more time to really polish them. We have more time to really make sure that they, you know, that they're fun, they work.
But does that change our release schedule on the PU at all?
We're still delivering every quarter, it's just that we're trying to get a cadence where half the teams are basically getting more time. You know, we split up a bunch of the teams to smaller groups. They'll be working with 6 months worth of work. We're going to get 3.7.
All right. We want answers. You know, we want answers. He's kind of delaying the answer. You know, he's giving reasons why it's late. I just want to know what their time schedule is. You know, like, here's the thing. There's a lot to work on right now. We all know that. And you know, the thing is being able to answer a question directly is really important. It's really important for me, and I'm sure it's really important. Like, are we going to stay on schedule? Yes or no? I mean, obviously the answer has been no for a very long time. Say no, state the reasons why, be very clear, be very succinct.
Done in that period of time, so we can start the other teams overlapping. So a bunch of the teams are working on 3.8 stuff, while then the 3.7 teams who finish on 3.7 will then be working towards basically 3.9. You take that time, and then the development for it means that each of our sprints is basically 2 weeks. So rather than be able to do 3 sprints of 6 weeks, actually it works out we can do more like 8 sprints altogether, which is 16 weeks.
What's your kind of plan to make sure that we stay on task and we still deliver every 2 quarters on a staggered development for your teams? Like, do you still want to put in place certain things that are like checks and balances and get it to QA? And does this
it's essentially the same process, just over a larger time frame, which just makes each of those individual gates a much more achievable set of goals.
We want to keep a quarterly delivery, but why do we need to force all the teams all the time to be trying to hit this quarterly delivery?
It compromises the, like, especially on the dev side, when in your mind you've got the first week of a quarter, you're doing your planning, you know what you're going to do, you execute on it, then you prepare it for the patch, and you go out to Evocati PTU and you're doing your feedback, and then you're expecting a date for it to be gone, and you start again. When it goes past that, the other date doesn't tend to move, so you then have to pinch that time back somewhere. Do you take it out of planning? Taking out of planning is usually a bad thing, because then it makes the executing it worse.
These are all okay. Is anybody just disappointed with the actual energy of this show right now? I feel like they completely suck the fucking energy out. I mean, like, first off, this is a show that is an edited show. Okay, so like let's edit the show so that it's actually fucking positive, instead of like making it about the workflow within inside of the company. Literally, these two guys are sounding to me like they're bitching about what's going on within the company, which is okay, but like do it in a format in which, you know, you're clearly explaining the reasons to your audience who might not know what is actually going on. Okay, I mean, like I do, because I'm a content creator. I'm actually I know what the hell's going on with inside SIG. That's my job. That's one of the reasons why I report on financials. But like, this is ridiculous. Like right now, like I'm actually very upset. I'm actually taking time out of my day to watch something so far that has literally given me no information whatsoever. What's up, Red Bear? How you doing, dude? I'm kind of ranting right now on this pillar talk.
To a different cadence. They're not delivering every quarter. They may work for, you know, if you're working on, I mean, you know, on John's side ships, you know.
Yeah, they're when we're happy with them. Like we always used to.
Yeah, and like Aaron's like handing it off because he doesn't know what the fuck to say. So he's pushing his hand towards John, and John's like, shit, I got to cover for Aaron here because he's blubbering like an idiot.
Here's the quarter releases for the year. Split up the ships between it, go in. But then it was a case of, well, this ship needs more time because we're not happy with X, Y, Z on it, and rather than just release a ship.
Oh God. Oh my God. Please get somewhere with this.
When it's ready, like the Defender, the 890.
You know, same with a lot of the environment work. You know, if you're doing a big landing location planet, that's not something you just usually can fit in, you know, in a nice tight, you know, 3-month quarterly period. It goes longer. But on the feature side, generally, I mean, yes, we had some features which, you know, went a bit longer.
No, Red, don't tell me that, dude.
Set of mining went through, and that took a, you know.
I'm already upset that they don't start the show with Chris. You know, like, here's the thing. Aaron's his brother. We know it. Aaron's developing, focusing on Squadron 42, and he's kind of headlining that for Chris. I mean, from what I'm hearing from him, it doesn't sound like I don't feel very positive about it. Raisin says they're developing the game and ships during the year. I didn't expect this. I love that sarcasm, Raisin. That's exactly the way I'm feeling right now. DY saying, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Red Bear's telling me to put on my cape.
A couple of quarters in the background, but since that period, we've really been trying to just fit everything into a sort of quarter.
This is going to be like
we want to show as much, you know, as a team.
I feel like this is already going to be like 2 weeks ago on the Inside Star Citizen episode that I just went ballistic on. I feel like I'm going to relive this, and I'm going to be late picking up my son and taking my girlfriend out to an anniversary for this. You might want to watch DuckTales, says Red Bear. What's up, Angle? Good to see you, bro. I'm having a fit right now.
We're all trying to show as much new stuff and new features and work as we can to the community, and we're trying to just show all it in.
And John, you know, with this kind of cadence from a team's perspective, I guess, how does this impact like the vehicle team that you're working with?
Aside from obviously giving us more time, because by doing it as a 6-month or longer block, you strip out those multiple planning and not testing, but sort of preparing for releases. If you're doing the feature in a quarter, you lose like time for planning for that quarter and for testing that quarter. You string them together, you can strip that middle bit out and spend that on development instead. And it helps move away from developing features as like a checklist of features, like we want to do X and Y in the game.
So all we've learned right now is that there's a lot of ships to be done. The schedule's a little hectic. There's some inner work kind of conflicts where, you know, some of the reasons why they're trying to push out things at the quarters, causing some issues with XYZ. We've got like some problems with XYZ. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is this?
If you do it in this very specific order and knowing these caveats, you can do it.
Sure.
But that doesn't make it a fun and
Right.
exciting experience to do. And we've got a huge amount of features in the game that if we tweak and sort of polish those, they all just work together so much more nicely, and then the whole overall experience becomes a lot
When
better.
we put new features in now, we don't have the time, and things break, and it's frustrating. We want to get away from that. We want to make that now when we deliver. My huge drive is to make sure that from now on, every time we deliver, it is better than the last quarter you had. And
well, it hasn't been actually, because 3.4 was a hell of a lot more stable than 3.5 and 3.6. So we definitely have issues there. This is a thing that gets me really upset, is that this is a produced show. They have the time to think about how they want to direct this show. They have time to edit the show. And this is a goddamn mess. I've seen people make Fortnite videos that were edited better than this shit.
We felt like the last...
And for people that think I'm being like anti-Star Citizen, no, I love Star Citizen, and that's why I'm passionately against what I am seeing right now, because you have to put these motherfuckers on point. Ridiculous.
We pushed some stuff in. It wasn't quite as as good.
Oh my god! If they run Raisin, if they run Citizen Con like what I'm seeing right here, I'm very upset. This is the thing that I'm getting very pissed off about, is the production or the actual like quality, the quality time. Right? We want to see quality. We all want to see quality. We need details.
Yeah, that's right. And some of this comes from, I think, to throw anyone in here, some of this comes from the community, some of it comes even from the developers, right, internally. Like, a lot of times we do a lot of postmortems, we do a lot of feedback gathering, and then we ourselves know these things, but like, how can we make the experience good for the developers, for the community,
If they
also
did,
with the game?
listen, the feedback from the last Inside Star Citizen, not this most recent one, that was the most recent Inside Star Citizen, was awesome with the UI. Let me tell you, that was fucking great. We did that on the last Inside Star Citizen. I had a great time. That was a fun show. But the prior one, the one that was labeled Quality Time, that got more dislikes, that particular show was the fucking feedback. So if you listen to feedback, why am I seeing this right now? Thank you, Sap. What's up, dude?
Where we feel like it.
But yeah, like I talked about earlier, because you're moving away
I'm hoping
from
so too, Ray. I think Citizen Con's gonna be awesome, by the way.
Technically,
I'm just
it's done,
so far
that
with this
feature
video.
works, but you have to work around it by doing this, and that. It allows people to sort of have more pride and just a great feeling about doing this thing. Like, this is a feature that I've worked on for 6 months and it works great. So now I'm happy for people to play it, rather than I was told I had to do this feature and this is what was provided in
What
the time.
feature?
And I know it's not great.
Yeah, it's like, this is all I could do at the time. We wanted it out, and a lot of that is about getting stuff in. There'll be a lot of different cool stuff, getting the economy working properly, getting a bunch of missions working properly.
Well, if we're going to approach economy like we're doing this video, then I have some serious issues with what the economy is going to look like, because we're speaking in generalities, people. We're speaking in fucking generalities.
Properly, getting lots of locations on the planets with all the different feature sets we have for creating. We've got this wonderful, the planetary tech, which allows us to basically just create, everything on the fly and the location on the fly, get all that stuff working. If we get that stuff working, we get the working stuff, and then we have an amazing gameplay experience, and then we can provide features and content and gameplay for years to come, to really just keep the,
What, does he even play the game? Does he even know what he's talking about right now? Aaron, you're dropping the ball, dude. You're dropping the ball, man. Talk about some of the components to the fucking economy that you're speaking of.
To really, keep, this.
I mean, obviously, he's not really looking.
The staggered of 6 months. Why 6 months?
This guy's
Why
speaking
not a
in
year? What was
generalities.
kind of the think behind that?
I mean, if a feature needed more than 6 months, he would have it. It was just more about doubling the cadence. We felt like typically 6 months is quite a good number, but yes, sometimes things take longer. Sure. But there will be some features which may need 9 months. They need 9 months. People work on 9 months.
What features?
It's just that what we aren't prepared to do is just try and throw it all in at the end and then just have this huge mess of stuff and things. We want to actually get to a level where it goes in because it's working, it's been tested. We think it's fun, it's great. Yes, there's going to be one or two issues and a few polished things, but we now know we have the time to really make it great.
And then what does this kind of impact have on, you kind of were talking about features, how many features, quality of features are we going to reduce features?
Do these people think they're actually saying anything important that we need to know right now? Are these three adult men sitting at a table here that are supposed to know a hell of a lot more than I think than now that I can see that they don't know? Do they think that they're telling us anything important right now? I mean, the audacity to sit around this table and to think that you're actually saying something that's intelligent right now.
Features, like what's our plan with?
We have a whole list of the features that we apps 100% are going to deliver.
Listen, like I said before, I love Star Citizen. I love the project. See, and this is where I get really upset with too. People will listen to this and they're like, oh, fuck this guy. He's a naysayer. He doesn't love Star Citizen. And I get so pissed off about that. I love Star Citizen. That's why I'm talking about this. And I feel like I just got to keep repeating this stuff. It's ridiculous.
But what we want to do is deliver.
What's going on, RSW?
So that means that
you're missing some ranting.
Go and going to get all the cool stuff we have working properly, and then when everything is working,
yes,
yes,
RSW, yes,
for a game that'll be more gameplay than pretty much anything out there already.
And then we haven't talked about Squadron 42. Is there any impact to Squadron 42?
All right.
I
mean, all right.
John works and everything as well. But
yeah.
All right. Aaron's working with Squadron 42. Perhaps he has something good to say about Squadron 42. Matt says, Christy, babe, I know we've been together for 4 years, but Starsis and I have been together for 6. Shh, you're not supposed to say. I'm not even supposed to be here, Matt. I'm doing this, and you know what? I'm wasting my fucking time with this. This is ridiculous. I don't even want to put this content out on my channel. This is so bad. This video is so goddamn bad, and it's keeping me away from my real life. Sorry, Christy. I love you, honey. I'm sorry.
It really should help. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah. This whole situation means that there's less.
They're so out of touch.
Downtime.
Citizen Moderator says, I'll just say that I can't believe how they are out of touch with reality and what backers want. You're absolutely right, Citizen Moderatus. These people have no fucking clue. The reporter with the hair, I can't remember his name. Like, I understand he's not supposed to know anything. John Crew feels like he's covering for Aaron right now, trying to save him with all his blunders. John Crew knows a hell of a lot, by the way. Good dude. But, we're not hearing a lot but XYZ from John Crew. And Aaron's just blubbering around, giving us information. Does Chris even show up on this Pillar Talk? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
For people who are doing the Squadron work and have to support stuff in the PU, we have the longer development cycles because a bunch of the work, all the Squadron features are in the PU. I mean, it's a shared code base. Yeah. So this whole thing should really help, everybody in what they're doing.
Yeah, the people that are working on.
Wait. Did I miss something? Hold on. I'm so blinded with rage that I have to hear this again because I'm dumbfounded. I'm literally dumbfounded right now. Hold on. I'm going to start back over here. I've never done this in the history of any of these shows. I think we've done 16 of these shows right now where we're reviewing shit. And I don't think I have ever heard anything like, wait a second.
Talk about Squadron 42. Is there any impact to Squadron 42 with this?
I mean, John works and everything as well, but it really should help. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah. This whole situation means that there's less downtime for people who are doing the Squadron work and have to support stuff in the PU. We have the longer development cycles because a bunch of the work, all the Squadron features are in the PU. I mean, it's a shared code base. Yeah. So this whole thing should really help, everybody in what they're doing.
Yeah, the people that are working on missions for Squadron are having to sort of work with the same stuff that goes out every quarter. Obviously, they get it as it comes in.
What the fuck? Am I just, did I just have some type of brain damage here go on here that I'm not understanding English? Did something just happen to my brain where I'm in an alternate reality, or perhaps I did some type of crazy ass drug that I wasn't aware of, that I can't understand fucking basic English? Because I'm listening to this and they're not telling me a goddamn thing. Perhaps I'm not really listening. Let's try and hear this again here, and just maybe I missed something. Maybe I fucking missed something. Hold on.
Squadron 42 with this
I mean, John works and everything as well, but it really should help. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah. this whole situation means that there's less downtime for people who are doing the squadron work and have to support stuff in the PU. We have the longer development cycles because a bunch of the work. I mean, all the squadron features are in the PU. I mean,
he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
So this whole thing should really help, everybody in what they're doing.
Yeah, the people.
He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Missions for Squadron having to sort of work with the same stuff that goes out every quarter. Obviously, they get it as it comes in. Right. But if people are struggling to do...
John, don't go to Aaron's level, dude. John, just stop talking, John. Let Aaron die on his own.
Squadron team gets that fixed.
John, just don't worry, John. Just let Aaron die on his own.
In terms of a long-term roadmap, yes, I think you will see some changes to that. Then we're going to basically just break down exactly where we're going with all the features and so forth to get them to where they need to be. And,
this guy's laughing because he's like, you are going to get fucking reamed. And like, he knows that what Aaron is saying right now is literally going to get him so much fucking hate right now. I can't believe this shit that I took time out of my day to watch this. I'm completely, I love being with you guys. I love you guys. Thanks for showing up, by the way. But I cannot believe that I took time out of my day to watch this shit. What is going on? Like, I love this smirk because he's like, dude. He's like, what? Or maybe he's not. Maybe he just doesn't know what the fuck's going on as well. I know John does.
We'll be sitting here in a year's time and we'll talk about some other improvements we want to do and so forth. But that's developments. I mean, you can't stand still. You have to sit there and you learn from your experiences and you work out what's worked.
If you just blindly do the same thing over and over again, then nothing's going to improve.
Yeah. Chris said in CitizenCon last year is, our plan is to, when we have persistence, when we have some of these core features in, like we've got like the orgs working properly, which is part of this drive as well for the things we're doing. When we have the server mesh,
I just can't believe this.
We feel like we have a game, and that's what we want to get to. So we're working well.
I'm not finishing the goddamn video. How about that? I'm protesting this fucking video right now. The first time in history that I rewound just to make sure that I didn't miss information because I literally thought that I had temporary brain damage because I couldn't fucking understand anything that they were saying. So I had to fucking rewind this shit. And the first time that I'm not finishing it. I am literally not finishing this fucking video. Are you fucking kidding me? Cloud Imperium, get your shit together. This should have been edited better. Number one, this should have been thought out better. And it should have had some type of direction to it other than stuff, XYZ, ships, schedules, basic shit that I don't even listen. This basic shit was so basic the cavemen fucking could have told me the same thing and I would have been like, oh yeah, that okay, I get it. Cavemen could have come on the fucking show and they could have started talking and I would have been like, oh yeah, okay, these cavemen are actually speaking more intelligently than what the fuck that I am watching right now. Let's go get some Neanderthals. Let's put them down here on the fucking table and then let's get them just to start grunting with some fucking clubs. And then that's going to give me more information than the shit that I just got from this goddamn show. Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry. Okay. All right. I'm taking a breath now. I'm taking a breath right now. Fucking shit. I cannot believe the shit that I am seeing right now. The community should be outraged more so than the QA video. This should be something that you guys should voice out on and don't feel ashamed about it. Seriously, go on Spectrum. Tell them what in the fuck did I just watch. Go on any outlet that you can. Emails. You got any emails that you know? People that work in Cloud Imperium? I do. I know the emails that I'm going to send this weekend. I'm going to send some serious emails out to some Cloud Imperium employees and be like, what the fuck did I witness and why did you guys put this out there? Any outlet that you can on any social media, I want you guys to voice up. If you are passionate about this project and you just watched this and you are not outraged one little bit, I gotta question your citizenry. I gotta question whether you actually like this game or not. You need to get enraged. The fire needs to get burning. And you guys need to voice out and quit being dulled down and have all the major big content creators out there that are Star Citizen, backers tell you that, oh, it's okay. You're gonna have all that. Oh, I don't know what DG's reacting so viciously for. And they're gonna talk it away. They're gonna try and talk it away. No! Don't let them talk it away. Don't let them talk it away. Oh. Matt's totally right. This did not help me. I'm trying to clean my mouth up. This is definitely, if I even put this on YouTube, which I'm going to seriously debate whether I'm putting this on YouTube or not, honestly, because there's nothing here that we learned. I mean, it'll be an entertaining video because I'm going off, but literally learn nothing from this video. So it's almost a waste to even put this out on my YouTube channel. This is not worthy of my YouTube channel. So I'm just going to say this. If I do put this out on YouTube, realize that what you're seeing back here is not worthy of my channel. The quality and the excellence of the Gimes. The Gimes does not endorse what he is seeing here. And I'm sorry if I did put it out on my YouTube channel. I would merely be putting it out on my channel because of the entertainment value that you're getting out of my outrage. Yes, Red, you did warn me. Holy shit, guys. What is going on? Seriously. Listen, I'm sure the development is great, but the representation that we are seeing here is not properly, succinctly talking about the details. What are the details? What did we learn? What did we learn, as Jared say? So what did we learn this week? We learned that Aaron should never speak on a show without a script. That is what we learned here today, Jared. Thank you, everybody, for joining me here today on today's Pillar Talk. Now, I have to go. I've got an anniversary with Christy. Got to go pick up my son. And thanks, everybody, for joining me. I'm already late. And I can't believe I wasted my time on this shit. And don't you guys tell Christy. Don't you guys dare tell Christy. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to get shit. You know, the funny thing is, people are going to watch this when I put this on YouTube, and I'm going to be the one that gets shit. They're going to be like, oh, I can't believe that you're anti-Star Citizen. No, if you think after this that I am anti-Star Citizen, then you guys, whoever is thinking that, has some serious issues. Serious. Jesus. H on a pogo stick. What was that? All right, everybody. Thank you. By the way, Titan giveaway we're having on our Patreon channel. You can go there. Brand new merch made by Kelly. Thank you so much, Kelly. And we're doing great here on the channel. Momentum is better than it's ever been. We're owning. All right, guys. I love you. Wish me luck this weekend because I'm going to need it. I'm already late to my own anniversary.